All right, g'day. Just waiting for the numbers to load. Going to jump straight into it. I think we've got about a bit over an hour before the first game. A few really cracker of games with volume on it. Not sure anything stands out. G'day to you too, Anthony. So let's jump in. Marlins Padres. Looking at 81% of the money is on the Marlins and proper money. Significant. There's a couple of really big game bets. This isn't even the biggest game bet. Looking at 67% of the master money's on the Marlins. Let me see here. Bet early. So, giving you an example, minus 08 bet, minus 15 bet, minus 18 bet, and once it got to plus 120 on the other side, they come back on the underdog there. So, really bad negative equity in that trading on the master chart, but they're just another Marlins bet come in. Really good volume on this. Nothing on the total, nothing on the run line, but on the money line, we're seeing good action. And then we get the next one, Reds Nationals, and it's less than 10% of the volume that's on the Marlins Padres. We're looking at 78% of the money on the Reds, 100% of the master money, but it's just insignificant versus the previous game. Total well balanced. 97% of the master money's on the under. Nothing on the run line. Giants Braves, a little bit more action. 53% on the Giants. Decent volume. Nothing on the master chart with note. And total has really good volume, really well balanced. And then 96% of the master money is on the under as well. See what that number's at. Under 9.5, around the mid-teens. Minus money mid-teens. Cardinals Rockies, looking at 82% on the Cardinals. 100% of the master money's on the Cardinals. This might be the biggest bet total of the day. Really strong betting on this one. Looking at 68% on the under again. The under's been heavily bet today's. Good two-way action. We've got the over is like small plus money, and the under 12 started at even money, took them at pick'em, and then took them some of the mid-teens. Looks around minus 20 now. Gardens Orioles, strong money on this one. 82% of the money on the Guardians. Really decent volume on the master chart here. Probably the biggest bet. No, we've got one down later on. Guardians minus high 30s, minus mid 50s, minus 60s. We're seeing strong money there. It's come back a little bit, but we're going to need the Orioles big there. Not quite as big as the Padres, but still a sizable outcome there. Total, really good volume. Slightly like 54% to the under. 90% of the master money on the under. Got run line action. Significant money on the plus 1.5. Looking at 94% of the money on the plus, 100% of the master, which we're looking at plus 1.5, around minus 40. So, Guardians by 1 is not going to be pretty. That will not be a good result. Yankees Blue Jays, 68% of the money on the Yankees, 64% of the master money is on the Yankees as well, 56% on the over, 52% of the master money on the under, 80% of the money's on the Rays. It's not a lot of volume, really not. Total, nothing worth noting. You know, some of these games, the volume's just so low when you've got some of these bigger ones, like White Sox Rays, we're looking at about 7% of volume compared to Padres Marlins. And then even less if we look at Brewers Mariners, which we'll come up to soon. Athletics Rangers, medium to low money, 67% on the Athletics. Total decent money, well balanced. Looking at 72% of the master monies on the under. You see where that's at. Under 7.5, minus a nickel. Run line, really good volume, but well balanced both way action there. Another big game, bet game for the day. We're looking at Tigers over Pirates, 78%. Ooh, here we go. But we're looking at 96% of the master monies on the Pirates. So let's see where this action's at. Low plus 20s. Solid action. Type of player. So we're 100% all over the Pirates. We're on the train with the Masters and the Pirates. Let me just double check. See who this is. What am I looking for? This. I need to go here. I need to go here. I need to go here. Let's take a look. It's a solid player, price sensitive player. So definitely was obviously top price at that point in time. It seems like it's still around now. So we're on the Pirates. Go Pittsburgh. 76% of the money under, 68% of the master money on the over. Over 8 pick'em. Good money on the run line. Well balanced though. Red Sox Phillies. Looking at 61% of the money on the Red Sox, 100% of the master money's on the Red Sox. And that is around mid-70s. Not sure that's available anymore. Looking at 84% of the money's on the under, 64% on the plus 1.5, 100% of the master money. Looking at plus 1.5, minus mid-teens. Looks like that's more up around 25-30 now. Angels Mets, not even going to bother with it. There's just the volumes, fairly well balanced, and the volume's just nothing. Royals Cubs, a little bit better volume. Based on the money line, the money is like 54% on the Cubs. So obviously the Royals is bigger takeout, and the master money is like 94% on the Royals as well, like the mid 220s. So we're going to need the Cubs there. Total well balanced, run line really good money. Looking at the minus 1.5, 58%, and 64% of the master money is on the plus. And I'm guessing it's plus 1.5 plus money, which you know how much I like those. Yeah. The early action was at like plus 10, plus 9, plus 8, plus 6. And then they got into a bunch of minus money there. But if I look at the master action, it's all plus 1.5 plus money. D-backs Astros, looking at 58% of the money on the D-backs, 71% of the master money on the Diamondbacks. Let's see where those numbers are at. Feel like it ran a bit. No, low teens, high noughts, and nothing to note on the total of the run line. And then the biggest bet game of the day, Brewers Mariners. I'm looking at 68% of the money's on the Mariners, like 97% of the master money's on the Mariners. What they do with this? Yeah, it's prices that aren't around anymore. 07, 10, 11, 13, 15, which is pretty much the price on the other side right now. So all that volume coming hard and fast early on in the day. It's put up a big position where you're going to need the Brewers big time. Nothing on the total run line of note. And then we look at the Twins Dodgers, looking at 62% of the money's on the Twins, 100% of the master money. Just to give you an idea of that Dodgers money, zero master. Of the Twins money, we're looking at 65% of it is master. And they're on it at like over plus 200 and in the 80s. So prices again going early. Good total volume, 68% on the under, 96% of the master money's on the under, and the run line has tremendous volume, really well balanced, and the master money is on the plus 1.5. I imagine it's on plus 1.5 money. That's, yeah, like plus 1.5 plus money, plus 1.5 minus the nickel, and we're looking at like minus 30, 32 around the place now. So that's it for baseball. I got a few minutes before I head over to Prime Suspects. Let me see what we've got on the basketball side. Bunch of future shit. What the hell? There's no WNBA up there. No Summer League. Or did they move all that basketball finally? Let me see. Yes, they did. And I'm seeing zero volume. Ah, here it starts popping up. This chart's looking really slow. There's nothing really standing out there right now. I'll take a look later on in about an hour, and if anything pops up, I'll see it. But there's really nothing standing out on the WNBA right now. So that's it for tonight. I don't think you got anything in particular coming up this week. So all the best. And if I don't come back on the WNBA, I'll do it all again tomorrow. All right. Cheers.